Hi and welcome to another Divine Feminine upgrade. And I wanted to say that these transmissions are both for women and men. So if you feel drawn to them, feel free to immerse yourself and open up to the shifts and the experience they offer to you. I've been doing these videos since December 21st, and you can find all of them on IGTV and YouTube. And you don't have to do them in a specific order. You can, but trust what you feel drawn to. Yesterday we we were led to activate and reconnect with the fire in our womb. And we all carry a womb, so men have an energetic womb that we create from. And for today I've been feeling quite a lot of emotion since this activation yesterday. So if you've encountered that too, know that it's part of this activation and the release of old information and old energy. For me, there was some feelings of anger and discontentment, and I wanted to open up a space for all the emotions that have been stirred up by the fire in our bellies, because I feel it's where we all stuff down so much, so it can take some time to get to the juicy parts, and I don't want you to feel discouraged by any emotional discharge that is coming up. So I wanted to have a kind of integration day and allow space to our emotions, and especially if you've been feeling like me, this anger or frustration, or noticing patterns or stuff in your life that feels restrictive and that makes you unhappy and that you would like to change but don't know how, and then you kind of feel stuck or frustrated. All of this also points us into the right direction, because it shows us what we would like to change, and we can then reflect on what we would like to have instead and how we can make it happen within our current reality. So not by escaping into wishful thinking, but by staying grounded and accepting what's in our life as it is now, and asking ourselves, what steps can I take to get to the life or to have the situations that I really long for, that I desire. So it's this kind of combination of feeling what you long for and aligning with that energy, and at the same time accepting what's here, and then taking the steps that naturally occur so that you can get to where you want to be. And I also feel that this anger and discontentment that can come up also helps us strengthen our boundaries, which is another juicy topic for most of the people I know and work with and connect with, and is always an interesting topic for me, because I feel like there's always more to discover on how to have firm boundaries, protect these boundaries, and stay connected to our heart. I think that's really an art form that takes a lot of practice and consciousness, and is work in progress for most of us, I'd say. So this space is for integration of our emotions and strengthening our boundaries and allowing the fire within to grow even stronger so that it can lead us and help us connect with our true desires and the wild woman within. Even if you're a man, I would like to invite you to feel into how that resonates with you, because I feel there's a different energy to it than connecting with your wild man. So simply maybe play with it and feel into the nuances. Okay, and let's open up this heart space. I invite you to breathe into your heart, sink into your hips, breathe into and feel into your spine. Allow yourself to land in this moment. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to force. Connecting with your heart, setting an intention is enough, and then giving space. So if you connect with your heart and with your womb now, and maybe the fire in your womb, I invite you to simply observe what's there, what wants to come up and out. Even if it feels uncomfortable, see if you can stay with it, or what you would need to stay with it, or what this uncomfortable sensation is asking you, or is trying to show you, opening up space for this direct communication between you and your soul and your body. And allowing even more space between your heart and your womb. All of your cells are also in direct communication, and all of your energy field, allowing all of this to expand, allowing your soul to come in and guide you and be present. And maybe you feel drawn to drop deeper into your womb and connect deeper with this flame, this fire in you that is strong and bright and warm, and maybe reaches up to your heart with your passion, your desires, your life force, your creativity, also your gentleness, your sensuality. And I feel a kind of flow energy moving up, inviting us to sway and be gentle in our body. So you may like to do some movement either now or after this recording. Coming home in the gentleness of our being, in the softness of our hips, in the gentleness of our womanhood and divine feminine energy and expression. Yeah, and I really feel like moving my spine and my hips. And I feel a new sense of womanhood emerging, like this new feeling or this new quality of the woman in me. This powerful presence who knows what she wants, who can feel her boundaries, who goes for what she longs for in a graceful way, but also in a fierce way, firmly connected to your heart, to herself, but also connected to her surroundings, aware of them, standing her ground, balanced in her being, balanced in her connection with her environment, and fully connected with her heart and trusting this guidance of her heart and of her belly. And I see this woman standing on a path, a new path that is opening up in front of her, and she doesn't feel scared of it. And yeah, she doesn't feel uber excited or hyper excited and jump into it, but she's taking her time, trusting in her own timing, trusting that she's right where she's supposed to be and that she can take one step at a time, taking the time to take in her surroundings, taking the time to feel and experience life around her, not rushing ahead, but being fully present and marveling at the small and big miracles around her that are offered through nature, the connection with others, the universe, and herself, her own gentle being. And giving this image space to settle in your cells and in your being if this resonates with you. Allowing yourself to merge with this new aspect and quality of your inner woman. This pure presence, calm and ease and peace and grace. Deep unconditional trust in herself, in her heart, in her guidance, in her path, and also in her surroundings, in the universe, in everyone who's surrounding her, knowing that she's right where she's supposed to be and that there are gifts everywhere waiting for her, in every encounter, in every connection with someone else or nature. So, yeah. Okay, and now I feel there's also a divine masculine aspect that wants to come in. And it simply brings in some more protection and stability and safety, and also coziness, being held, being supported, being loved as or in this new feminine state of being, in this receptive space of being in connection with our surroundings, at the same time being held and supported and protected. And I feel this coziness coming in through our backs, our spine, our shoulders, being held, like being wrapped in this really warm fur or blanket. And I feel this allows our inner woman to land even more, sink in even deeper, and feel even safer to be who she is. And I feel there's now more like a clearer sense of direction, and I'm not finding the right word in English at the moment. But this clear, almost fierce energy and commitment to her path, with more speed, not rushing, but with more self-confidence probably, and courage, and this deep inner knowing that this is her path, and she will not let herself be held back any longer. And she knows that she's capable of walking it. So she's really, it's like this deep acceptance of who she is and why she's here, and a deeper level of commitment and courage and moving forward with focus and clarity. So that feels really powerful. And that was something I've been feeling, but I didn't mention in the beginning, that I've been feeling especially today, but over the past couple of weeks as well, that it's so important at the moment to cultivate staying in our own lane, because there are so many different opinions out there and different energetic currents that can pull us away from ourselves, and it's so helpful to always come back and choose to stay in our lane, because it's much clearer. We know what we want and need when we stay in our lane. So I feel like that's exactly this energy that's just coming, that's just been brought in. So I want to give you another minute or so to integrate it and feel it. And maybe explore this path that lies ahead of you. And what it feels like to walk it in this new energy, knowing that you have this gentleness, coziness that comes from your hips in your divine feminine being and your sacred flame in your womb, and that you also have the protection and focus and clarity of the divine masculine that has your back. So whatever is waiting for you in 2021, you can always draw from this energy. And if there's a message for you, I feel like there might be, give it some time and space to ask your feminine and your masculine for a message. You can pause the recording and take it in and write it down, or do so afterwards. I feel a lot of love and support from our divine masculine, and like it's telling us to call in their support more intentionally. This clarity and focus and structure and protection, and allow yourself to receive it. That's what they're saying as well. It's there for us. So it's also our willingness and capacity to receive it. And the more we can connect with them and feel how loving and healing it is to receive it, the easier it is to make it a habit and allow it in. Ah, beautiful. I feel like there will be more coming through from the divine masculine over the coming days, which is beautiful. Thank you for being here. Feel free to share what came up for you during this transmission. I'd like to give thanks to our divine masculine and feminine for guiding us and holding space, all of our guides and everyone who is nourishing and anchoring this field and working with these frequencies. And I invite you to allow yourself to feel held by the masculine over for the rest of your day or over the coming days. It feels really special and beautiful and so healing and nourishing. I feel like having this support also makes it easier for us to make these changes that triggered maybe some feelings of frustration or anger. So now we have the support and we can take the steps, and we know we're not alone, we're supported. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, and take your time to enjoy and integrate these frequencies. See you maybe tomorrow or the coming days, and trust what's coming to you. Like it's such a beautiful, powerful time. So there seems to be some end of discussion here. So I'll wrap up. See you soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.